What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video, I'm gonna be going over these parts that came in. These parts are for my Caprice Classic rear end build. So um I'm switching out the rear end in the car. Um Basically because I did a engine upgrade, transmission upgrade. So went to a high performance engine transmission combo, and so basically the rear end in the car can't keep up with the power that the car is making now. So it's time to swap it out and upgrade that so the car can perform like it should. Um, the car originally, like I said, had like a 305 in it. It could have been a 350, but either way, it was like a small engine. It was a all bone stock vehicle when I bought it. The '87 Caprice Classic LS Bonham. And like I said, it was all factory when I bought it. It was all original. So, like I said, that rear end in the car now was all original. I spoke to a couple of guys that that knows these cars, and they basically were saying like the rear end in that car, the gear ratio is probably like a 283 or some sort like that. So, like I said, it's not enough for what I got now. So, like I said, right now I'm building a new rear. The rear is pretty much put together. I mean, everything is put together. Um, I'm just waiting on a couple of more like little other parts to come in so I can like finish it up. But I got new axles, a new posi unit, new ring and pinion. Um, it's a 373 gear in it now. Let's see. Like I said, all new parts that's in it. And this right here, I have, as you can see, that's a housing gasket, and that's gonna seal the housing once it's filled uh with like the oil that goes into the rear. So like I said, I got the new gasket so I can seal it up real good and make sure it's not leaking. And right next to that, in the yellow packaging, we have the axle shaft locks. And of course, they lock the axles in place. And then right next to that, I got the differential cover bolts. Um, I don't know where I did with the bolts when I took it out. So I just bought some new ones. Um, so like I said, that's what we got here so far. Um, if there's anyone out here that's trying to do what I'm doing here or whatnot, and you need to know exactly like the things that you need for this build or whatever the case may be, any questions at all, just drop a comment down below. All right. So basically, this is like a simple thing to do, and I'm not gonna make this video real long, but it's a simple thing to do. And like I said, for anybody that's building a car, if they upgraded the engine, transmission, or whatever like that, you're gonna need to upgrade the rear. Um, when I started doing the car, I was told by people, they was like, man, you're gonna have to do a gear. You know what I mean? Car guys, they know what I mean when I say a gear or whatever. Some people may not, but basically the gear in the rear. And I was like, man, I might not have to do the rear. And so I found out that I needed to do the rear. So trust me, like I said, if you're gonna do an upgrade, you're gonna have to do that rear. You're gonna have to. Um, you can't get around it. You know what I mean? But it's not that. I wouldn't say it's not that expensive to me. But everybody, you know, something that's not expensive to me could be expensive to someone else. But like I said, I really has not added up the cost yet of what it costs to build it. But but like I said, it's it's nothing that I'm complaining about. You know what I mean? So, anyways, but yeah, so I'm putting this thing together, and man, I'm really ready to get this thing in there and and see the difference that it makes. Um, you know, I've did rear ends before in other vehicles that I built, and they make it a big difference, a huge difference. So trust me, you're gonna need to do the rear. But like I said, one other thing that I did want to go over is that um, I got a rear end that is a disc brakes. It has disc brakes on it already. So my car's an '87. So back in '87, my car had drum brakes on it. So in order to upgrade the you know, to brake shoes, I mean, excuse me, to brake pads, I had to do like an upgrade. Like I have to do a conversion or whatever. And so I was gonna do that, but I was like, if I do the conversion, that's cool. But the rear that's in the car now, it's a 10 bolt, but it's a small 10 bolt. I went to a big 10 bolt, and the big 10 bolt is just a stronger rear. It's bigger, so it can withstand a little bit more abuse. So, like I said, sometimes you try to do things a certain way, trying to cut corners sometimes, and it doesn't really work sometimes. So I was like, okay, I had the old heads that been racing cars and etc. And it was like that 10 bolt, that small 10 bolt is not going to hold up. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right. They said it's not going to hold up. These are some of the same people that told me that I was going to have to change the gear anyway. And so I wound up having to change the gear anyway. So they said it's not going to hold up. I said, okay, it's not going to hold up. So I went and got a big 10 bolt. So like I said, that's one of the main reasons why, like I said, I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, because the rear that's in the car is a 10 bolt. It's a small 10 bolt. I went and got a big 10 bolt. And then on top of that, the big 10 bolt that I got already has disc brakes. So like I said, so that anyway, brake pads is on that. It's not drum brakes. I don't need brake shoes and all of that. But but like I said, so I got a big 10 bolt. Um, and like I said, it can withhold a little something. I'm not planning on like trying to destroy the rear. You know what I mean? Of course, when I first get it in, it has to be broken in anyway. So I gotta be gentle with it when I first put it in. But like I said, so I got the whole thing with the disc brakes already on it, and that's the thing that I like about that. It's got the disc brakes on it already. So I have an open face wheel that's going on the car, and so I want the disc brakes back there instead of having the drum back there. I think the drum just looks so outdated and old school, you know. And I ain't gonna sit there and lie. Like I see guys build cars, and man, they hide the car looking good. I mean, the car clean, paint nice, wheels looking good, and then they got the drums back there. I'm like, man, why are you spending, 50, 60, 70, 80,000, 100,000, 120,000, 150? Some guys I know spent 200, 250, on their car, 250,000, and you couldn't change the brakes out. You know what I mean? You spent all this money in paint, music, interior, and you couldn't do disc brakes back there. You couldn't do a conversion. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's their business, but it's just like, you know what I mean? That's so outdated. You know what I mean? Them drum brakes. So I be seeing them, they be painting the drums. I don't know, but I'm not finna paint no drums. I'm finna, make mine up to date. But that's just what I want to do. I do what I want to do to my ride. They do what they want to do to what they ride. They may like that. But anyways, that's that. this is concluding what we talking about here. You know, a little bit of knowledge dropped on some people that may need to know, certain things. Like I said, part update. So if you're new to this and you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and share this video, because this video can help some people out. So make sure you share the video. Be on the lookout for some holiday giveaways. So they're coming. So be on the lookout for that. Appreciate you guys watching, and y'all lay around. We got more good videos coming for you, okay?